This connection that you have with someone isn't making sense to you because you're not fully consciously aware of the soul contract that you share with this person. There seems to be an energy of impatience around wanting to see things progress, wanting to see things start to flow your way. You've tried everything from walking away to being patient and giving them time to expressing your needs, but nothing seems to bring the breakthrough that you're hoping for in this connection. And there is a reason why. Spirit is showing me that this person's stubbornness, this person's unwillingness to open up about their true feelings towards you is pushing you towards your highest potential. This person's soul contract was not just to love you or to awaken that realization of the deepest love possible within you. It was first to get you to the expression of your truest, highest self. 111 on the timer as I'm saying this. If you resonate with this reading, you could be on a journey that requires you to wait somewhere around 8 to 10 to 15 years before you are able to bring this connection to the form of fruition that you have been manifesting. Divine timing is everything, and the reason for your frustration is not going unnoticed by spirit, but that reason is also working for a higher purpose that you are not able to fully see right now. So let us tap in to the energy and see what comes through here. There is a lot of water energy that I'm picking up on, but there's also a lot of lunar and air energy here. Spirit, what other insights can you give us? First card out, the 10 of Wands upright, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be the energy of placements in your chart. I would say your top 5. And the 10 of Wands also is telling me how stressed this connection has made you. It's possible that there have been public functions that have been uncomfortable for you to attend because of this person's situation or presence. There could be a third party energy involved here, and this person is not giving you the clarity that you are asking for. And every day it seems like it's not the third party themselves that's the main block. It's this person who could potentially also be entertaining other people after you've expressed your desire for something more, and it's hurting you because you're also aware that their feelings for you are reciprocated by how you feel. Queen of Swords. You are trying so hard to keep your boundaries and your emotions in check so that you can approach the situation and the person from a logical perspective. There are times that you may want to feel ruthless towards this person because it's like, you hear me, but you don't understand me. Are you actually listening? And this has been a major part of the frustration for you, because what you're sensing, what you're feeling, the energy that you get from this person, especially when they're around you, it just isn't consistent with how they are behaving. We have the Death card upright. Spirit is showing me that there is another transformation happening here. It could be that you have taken another step back from this person. Maybe you had taken a step back and then somehow got, emotionally pulled in again, or you reopened some doors, and now there is another separation phase here that is asking you to reevaluate the situation again. And I feel like you have been reevaluating this situation forever. But With the Three of Wands coming out here, Spirit is showing me there's still a future. There are still ships to come in on this connection. It's nothing is over because there's unfinished business. But you have gone through so many cycles of feeling like it's over, but yet intuitively knowing it's not. And Spirit is saying your intuition is telling you something important. Ask yourself what the lesson is here. What is this separation asking you to learn? Page of Wands. There's excitement, there's sparks, there's passion, there's this childlike joy and giddiness that you feel with and around this person. But that is an energy that isn't sustainable in and of itself. Spirit is really asking you to tap into that inner child portion of yourself, that part of yourself that feels the way that it does with and around this person, and ask that inner child, what is it that he or she needs, so that you can provide that while this person is still working on themselves and while you continue to work on yourself. There's a lot of soul searching going on both sides here. And while one person may be approaching it from avoidance, that is also being mirrored within the awakened party, within you here, the person who is listening to and resonating with this reading. We have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Every third party situation is teaching this person how they did not have the capacity to hold the love that they feel towards you and that you were giving them. The King of Pentacles is a very stubborn energy, but it's also a very stable one when it's in its healthy expression. This person has a lot of soul contracts with people. They may have one established karmic party and multiple other third parties that all have a soul contract with them to help them evolve to their fullest potential, which is the healthy expression of the King of Pentacles. But when the King of Pentacles is unhealed, or when they're still evolving into their higher self and they haven't reached that expression yet, they can be incredibly prideful, incredibly stubborn, and incredibly unwilling to express anything. To them, there is this misconception that being grounded means holding everything in and not speaking until they can act on something. And that is what has been bringing you, the listener, the most amount of frustration here. What is going to happen in this connection? We have a card coming out sideways, the Magician. So when the Magician comes out, or any card comes out sideways, in this case it was the Magician, there is stuck manifestation energy. It is somewhere between manifestation and manipulation. In this case, that is the energy that I'm feeling here. And I'm literally being shown a person holding a magic wand, and they're standing in front of two doors and they're kind of cracking both open at the same time. And one door is manifestation, one door is manipulation. And they don't understand the difference between the two. So this is Gemini Virgo energy. Communication and analytical mind coming head to head with each other. Like there's a stalemate here. Imagine two bulls kind of ramming their heads together. This is the two parts of that same person who's wanting to bring a change in their life but hates change at the same time. They're wanting to escape, but they're also wanting to be vulnerable and express. They're analyzing every possible reason why it cannot work, but also they're wanting to communicate what's been on their heart because they've been feeling heavy. 10 of Wands energy, which is also what came out initially. The first card out was the 10 of Wands. And what they're not realizing is this energy that came out is exactly what's keeping them stuck in the Ten of Wands energy, they need to come to terms with the fact that they can be vulnerable and express themselves and still ask for more time, but at least give you some clarity about why that is and what exactly they're hoping to accomplish. And if they don't know that yet, say so. That is their lesson to learn, though. That is not for you to chase out of them. This card wants to come out. Ace of Pentacles. A different pathway is opening up here. There is a sense of moving on and moving forward to something new. I do feel like this connection is one that has to be released completely in order for it to come back around and heal itself. There's unfinished business. I sense that very, very strongly. There is a sense of this person will be coming back when their pressure points in their chart gets activated. So, when there's Uranus energy, when there's Saturn's karmic energy, when there's Neptune energy, and there's pressure being put on it by the transits, and they're having to either express themselves or explode, that is when they're going to start reevaluating how they have been handling things in life and what needs to change. So while they go through that lesson, the star spirit is really showing here, you cannot make this up, seriously. Uranus and Aquarius energy can almost be identical in astrology. And the star is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. You don't have to release your hope completely in order to give yourself permission to move on and not look back. You can hold that thought at the back of your mind that this person is going to come back when they're ready, but I'm not going to torture myself by continually looking back on their progress or asking, is this when? Because honestly, they're going to show you when that when arrives. They're going to do it, and you won't have to ask. Spirit is literally saying, with the Ace of Pentacles and the Aquarius energy in the Star card, there is a shift that has been taking place slowly but surely within you that's going to allow you to simply release this person completely. Maybe even move on to a completely different relationship. And when they feel that void in their energetic field, that you're not chasing them even energetically anymore, because I don't think a lot of you are necessarily, continually texting them or checking in on their social media or anything like that. At least not for this portion of the collective that I'm channeling. I feel like energetically releasing them, not trying to keep the cord, not trying to figure out what the next step would be, and simply giving yourself permission to heal and move on. Speaking to your inner child like the parent that it needs at this moment, and giving it the perspective and the insight of what it's doing to you to hold on to this connection in any way, shape, or form. And then allowing that realization to settle in and giving yourself the light at the end of the tunnel that you haven't been given by this person or by any other circumstance that gives you permission to move forward unapologetically. Release this connection completely. Trust, believe, and know that this person is going to come back around. And you get to decide what it's going to look like when they do. Because as and when they do, you'll be able to see what state they're in. And by then, your standards will have completely shifted. You will no longer accept what you have been accepting and even what you're accepting now. There is a life review coming up for both of you involved. So this is the advice, the guidance from Spirit. Completely release this person that is not pouring into you the way that you have openly expressed that you need and that you know you deserve. Because they know you deserve it too. I can sense that very strongly in the energy. They know it. They just don't have the capacity to pour into you that way at this time because they themselves are still evolving and growing. And you know what I always say, even receiving a blessing prematurely will sabotage the blessing because you have to be able to hold it properly. Just like your love, this person received your love. They have so much being poured into them from you. But until they have the capacity to hold it properly and to maintain it, they just keep sabotaging it, right? They have the blessings being poured into their bucket nonstop, but all they do is sabotage it because they don't know how to hold it. They just don't have that capacity. Allow them the time and space to evolve into that capacity, and don't hold yourself hostage to this connection. Give yourself permission to move on, and whatever is meant to be is going to fall into place in divine timing. If this message resonates with you, claim it down below and comment your affirmation. I release what no longer serves me to welcome my blessings forward. Comment your affirmation below. Be sure that you are subscribed. Be sure that you are following me. All of my readings are energy exchanges. In order to be able to receive, you have to be able to give a little bit because you have to be signaling to Spirit that you are here and open to receiving these messages. That allows me to tap into your energy and to deliver these messages. So be sure that you are following me. Be sure to subscribe to this channel and comment your affirmation below. I release what no longer serves me to welcome my blessings going forward. And live by that affirmation because it will do nothing but serve you, serve your highest good. It doesn't do anybody any good to hold on to what they know is not serving them. If you know somebody that is in a situation or on a journey like this, please share this video with them to help them get some guidance and some direction. I'm sending you all so much love. If you would like to work with me, to book a personal reading with me, I will leave all of my information and handles in the video description box below. We have limited spots available for the program called The Regulated Life, which is a nervous system regulation program where you get live one-on-one coaching sessions as well with one of my coaches and mentors. You will have lifetime access to the course materials, and I am continually uploading more and more and more things to the portal, which everybody that's enrolled will have lifetime access to. So if you would like to book a discovery call and possibly onboard onto the program, I will leave that information in the video description box below as well. So I'm sending you all so much peace, so much love, and the strength to release what no longer serves you. So be sure that in Energy Exchange you are subscribed, that you are following me, and that you comment down below.